Assalamualaikum and hi. Now I want to present about our group assignment that is about mental health care among Malaysian workers. Okay, let's dive in. For the introduction, first of all, that Malaysia booming economy is causing a surge in work-related stress and mental health issues among its diverse workforce. While awareness and support are growing, challenges like stigma, limited resources, and financial barriers still prevent many from getting to help they need. By addressing these challenges through advocacy, resource sharing, education, and corporate engagement, Malaysia can build a brighter future with comprehensive mental health care for all its workers. After that, beside is the graph about prevalence among workers in Malaysia. A recent study in Malaysia paints a concerning picture of worker mental health, with 20% experiencing anxiety, 50% experiencing depression, and 12% experiencing stress. This alarming prevalence highlights the urgent needs to prioritize workplace mental health initiatives. Visualizing this figure through a simple bar graph, where anxiety stands tallest, followed by depression and stress, not only clarify the scope of the issue, but also drive home the importance of implementing effective mental health programs in the workplace.
There are many factors that can lead to mental health, and high-pressure jobs is one of it. High-pressure job with intense workload can be a recipe for mental health disaster. Feeling constantly stressed and overwhelmed by deadlines and expectation messes with your sleep, focus, and mood, which setting the stage for depression and anxiety. Working long hours to keep up only adds to the stress, pushing you into a downward spiral. To protect your mental well-being and keep everyone performing at their best, creating a supportive work environment and managing workloads is crucial. Remember, healthy and happy employees are productive employees. Secondly, long hours and skip breaks are a double whammy for mental health. The constant pressure of work deadlines pushes people to stay late, sacrificing vital stress busters like leisure, family time, exercise, and healthy eating. This lack of personal space and support intensifies stress, creating a vicious cycle where exhaustion makes you work longer, further squeezing out time for self-care and connection. The result? A drained, stressed workforce struggling to find balance. Finally, employees also need a safe and supportive work environment. To improve the mental health of the workforce, it is crucial to identify and reduce these possible stresses. Mental health of the employees is also at stake because bullying at work can exacerbate stress levels, lower one's sense of self, and induce depressive and anxious sensation. Constantly negative interaction erode one's sense of security and might lead to stress, worry, and even melancholy. Long after the abuse has stopped, the wounds may continue to worsen and affect relationships, productivity at work, and general well-being between the employees.
Now, I will explain a critical aspect of our life, which is affect mental health in the workplace. We will explore the impact of ignoring mental health treatment and the essential need to prioritize it in our professional environment. Imagine a scenario in which mental health problems are ignored at work. The first negative effect is a large decrease in productivity and work performance. Individuals struggling with mental health problems often find it difficult to complete tasks, leading to extended deadline and poor work outcome. The struggle to stay efficient and focused not only slow down the project, but also reduce the overall quality of work. This decrease in productivity creates problems for the career development of individuals and the performance of the organization. It is important to recognize and address mental health issues to foster an environment that supports continued success and productivity. Next, a significant effect of mental health challenge is increase in absenteeism. Employees dealing with mental health problem may experience emotion of depression and anxiety, making it more difficult for them to find motivation to come to work. Difficulties in coping with psychological stress often lead to longer and more frequent absence, causing tension for both the affected individual and the company. Proactively treating mental health problem is key to reducing the growing rate of absenteeism, creating workplace where employee well-being is valued, and maintaining stable staff. The serious impact of mental health on employee morale emphasizes its influence on the workplace. Emotional stress due to mental health problem can create bitterness, which affect every aspect of the company. For example, the interaction of team member with co-worker may be affected, which leads to lower team morale and cooperation. This decline in morale may manifest itself as a lack of cooperation, reduced work morale, and increased conflict. Recognizing the importance of mental health program is important to create an environment of passion and a sense of purpose for employees. In conclusion, mental health deeply affects the workplace, impacting individuals and the company overall productivity. Unaddressed mental health issues lead to lower team morale, less productivity, and more absenteeism. Recognizing the importance of mental health program is crucial for creating an environment that value employee well-being. Taking proactive steps to address mental health challenges support long-term organizational performance and boost employee engagement. Let's prioritize mental health together and build a workplace where everyone can grow.
Next, I will dive into a topic that affects us all, mental health in the workplace. In our fast-paced world, stress, anxiety, and other mental health issues are becoming increasingly common, impacting both individuals and the success of our businesses. Think about it. Workplaces that are highly competitive, overloaded with tasks, and always under pressure to meet deadlines, they often become hotbeds for stress and anxiety. These issues don't just affect personal well-being, they also impact how well a business functions, affecting morale and how often people take time off work. This is where human resources become superheroes. Very often the ones who notice when someone isn't doing okay and can create an environment where it's okay to ask for help. They work on reducing stress, breaking down barriers, and giving people the support they need to feel good about coming to work. Before fixing anything, it's important to realize how big this problem is. Studies from important organizations tell us that mental health issues cost the world economy a lot of money, and that a significant number of people in the US alone struggle with mental health at any given time. Why do people feel stressed or anxious at work? Things like too much work, long hours, feeling unsafe, or being treated poorly by others. These are the big reasons behind why work can mess with our heads. Human Resources has some powerful tools in its kit. They can use surveys or chats to figure out how everyone feeling and organize talks or sessions to help everyone understand mental health better. They can also teach managers and employees skills to handle tough times and make sure there are places to go for help. Sometimes the usual ways are not enough. We can bring in cool stuff like virtual reality tools to help people relax or even talk to counselors. Also, having trained mental health champion can make it easier for people to open up and get help. In short, fixing mental health at work needs a mix of things. Human resource is super important in spotting issues and creating a workplace where everyone feels good. Knowing how big the problem is and what causes it is key. Using different ideas from traditional to super cool ones can help us build a work culture that cares about how everyone feels.
In addressing mental health care among Malaysian workers, there are several solutions have emerged. One of many solutions that will be discussed starts with the first solution involves providing training and support programs to employees, aiming to educate them about mental health conditions and reduce associated stigma. As some people are comfortable to be by themselves, it does have a negative impact on their mental health because loneliness slowly increases their stress. So the training and support programs can help the subordinates to identify the early warning signs of their depression, which leads to mental health problems in later days. Next, creating a safe and encouraging workplace environment stands as another solution, fostering open conversations and trust among colleagues, eradicating the stigma surrounding mental health. Workers' mental health care can be better when their working environment is being filtered from all the negativity and toxicity traits. Without any hesitation, this could encourage empathetic feelings towards other people's challenges by practicing active listening among each other's problems instead of being an enemy towards any of their colleagues. Moreover, leaders must prioritize resources like workplace behavior policies and employee assistance programs tailored to meet individuals' needs. This is part of the initiatives that an employer should provide to every of its subordinates. This has shown that a one-size-fits-all approach is not compatible with subordinates' needs. Another example of a solution is by providing support models, such as providing psychological help and needs to subordinates in a private setting so that the person will feel comfortable as they are not including the subordinates who need help. Moving on to the last part of analysis, enhancing measurement and organizational listening is key. Conducting assessments to improve workplace mental health empowers employees to tackle challenges. An employer must survey the main elements of the operating model and manage an assessments to know whether the organization positively or negatively impacted the subordinates' mental health. Action across the operating model is needed when implementing workplace mental health sustainable improvement. The workplace mental health among the workers can be improved through the bottom-up approach that assists employees to identify any of the problems and take action to tackle the problem.
And next, I will explain about recommendation and justification. So basically, there are three recommendation and justification. So for the first one is awareness and education. Mental health education can foster a culture that values and prioritize mental health. Early childhood education reduces stigma and promotes empathy. Equipping future generation with mental health literacy skill can encourage students to take interest in mental health education and learn new skills for overcoming mental health issues. So second is innovation and accessibility. The plan ensures accessible expert assistance for all, while recurring increased funding for mental health research and innovation to deliver effective treatment and preventive measures. Awareness about mental health risk and keeping service relevant to changing public needs. So for the final one, recommendation and justification is workplace and community support. Mental health is significantly influenced by communities and employment. Implementing mental health policies and support service in the workplace benefit both employer and employees. Community-based initiatives like outreach program and support group create networks of support. Holistic approach promote mental well-being through informed and caring behavior. So in conclusion of recommendation and justification, the global prevalence of mental health concern underscore the needs for strengthening mental health support networks. Proposed action include workplace, program, community support, and education. This strategy promote mental health literacy, accessibility through telehealth, funding research, workplace policies, and community-based health. This culture shift benefit individual and communities by removing barrier and making mental health a fundamental part of society. So that's all from our group. Thank you.